Every day at this factory, hundreds of taps, mixers and fittings are made out of a mixture of metals ready to be used in our bathrooms, kitchens and gardens. These taps start their life in the casting department or foundry where they are cast into molds. Next, the parts are worked over in the machining department. Here they are given grooves and threads that will help them to open and close properly. Once they have been machined, the parts of the tap come to the grinding department. Here they are smoothed down on large grinding wheels. Every morning, the metal grinder checks that the grinding belt on his machine still has enough abrasive material on it. If it needs replacing, he will reload it. In an 8-hour shift, the grinder will change the belt 3 times. Now he is ready to start his machine slowly to prevent the grinding belt from slipping. If he is using a fresh grinding belt, he needs to use a round steel bar to smooth it out a bit. Each machine has 2 sides. The one side is for rough grinding and the other for fine grinding. Many components first need to go through the rough grinding machine so that the bigger imperfections such as the seams are removed. Below the grinding wheel is an extractor that sucks up the metal shavings and prevents them from getting into the air. The grinder has to record how many units he has ground in each hour. Once the rough grinding is done, the part is worked over with a finer abrasive belt. A grinder is required to have a minimum qualification of grade 10. Training takes about 2 weeks and is done on the job. Grinding takes a lot of concentration. It is important to hold it firmly but not too hard, otherwise the part could lose its shape. To smooth down the parts that the large grinding belts cannot reach, a much narrower grinding belt is used. The metal grinding shop is a noisy place and the grinder has to be physically fit. The grinder has to wear protective clothing to prevent injury. Once the tap has been ground, the quality controller carefully checks each item to make sure that there are no scratches, defects and marks on the items. Our tap is now ready to be polished and electroplated. This final process gives it a shiny chrome covering which protects it and makes it look attractive in our home.